Guys, imagine it is 2 o'clock in the night. You're standing alone on a crematorium road. There is fog on the road. No one is visible far and wide. Suddenly, you see from the front that a bus is coming. You have to get on this bus because there is no vehicle on that road. And this bus going to your house is the last one. If there was someone else, then you would have definitely got on it, right? But how will you feel here? This bus which is going to your house, it will not actually take you home. It will take you to some different place where after reaching there, your soul will tremble because after reaching there, such incidents will happen that you will not even be able to think about it. Now, you must have imagined all these things, right? But a passenger from China had felt this thing in front of his eyes, and many times. Guys, some such incidents have happened in your life, where you have to trust your thinking very much. You have to pay a lot of attention, because sometimes it can happen that some of your decisions put your life in great danger. You can put your decision in danger, and sometimes some of your decisions can even save you. And why I'm saying all these things, you will know by the end of this video. And it is very important because today's story is so scary, so terrifying that when you listen to this story, you will feel that if I was there in that situation at that time, what would I have done at that time? If I was also in that situation at that time, I would have heard it because this story is so scary. This story is about a bus. It is about its passengers. And guys, I tell you one thing beforehand, that becoming a passenger of that bus means embracing death. In fact, there is a mystery hidden in this story which no one in the world has been able to solve till date. It is the biggest mysterious horror story of this planet. So guys, as I said, the story is from China, and there is a bus route in China with number 375, which is a trip from Minjuan to the Himalayas, and not much distance between the two places. It's not a long distance. It's barely 16 kilometers, and guys, it's just like any normal bus that usually takes people to their homes. But this bus is for late night workers and boys. That's it, like midnight on November 14th, 1995. This bus was running on its normal route, and at one place this bus saw that some passengers were standing. They stopped the bus. The name of this place was Summer Palace. There were 4 people standing there. One was a couple, what appeared to be husband and wife. They were a couple and an old woman and a young boy of about 20 to 22 years. They both boarded the bus. The people were inside the bus. One was the bus driver, and the other was the conductor. The couple took the seat behind the driver. The old woman and the boy sat facing each other. And guys, it was around 2 o'clock in the night. This was going to be the last ride of this bus. It was confirmed that after this ride, the bus was going to go to the depot and be clean. But guys, there was so much fog on the way that even though the bus lights were on, the driver could not see anything ahead. The visibility was totally zero. Chances of an accident were also very high. So for this, the bus driver suggested this to all these people and asked for advice that should we go by this route or should we take another route? So the conductor, who was an old woman and a young boy, both of them confirmed that yes, we should go by another route because anything can happen here. But the couple sitting behind the bus driver totally denied this. They said that no, we will go by this route. This route will take us 1 or 2 minutes. We will reach our home by walking. So drop us at this turn. Guys, this was the final turn of this route. From the next turn, the bus driver was going to drop all the passengers and take them to their homes. But the couples got off there itself. Now only 4 people were left in the bus. It was a dark night at that time. There was complete silence on the road. The road was like a jungle all around. No one was visible, and there was so much silence that there was no sound of anything except the engine of the bus. There was no sound of anything. It was absolutely silent. Nobody in the bus knew each other, so of course, they could not talk to each other. The only option left for them was to sit near the window in the dark night and enjoy the view outside, enjoy the cold breeze. The old woman was passing her time by doing all this. And at that very moment, the bus driver applied immediate brakes to the bus. The boy was immediately shocked, and he shouted at the bus driver that what is all this? How can you stop the vehicle in such a dark place in the middle of the night? Can't you see? It is so cold here. The bus driver turned back and said that, "Look carefully. There are 3 people standing in the middle of the road. They have signaled to stop the bus." The bus driver and that boy were talking, and at that very moment, those 3 people came inside the bus. Boarding the bus and seeing these 3, all the people in the bus got scared and were totally shocked as to what was happening. There was nothing wrong with the 3 of them, but they were wearing the clothes of the time of the kings, and they seemed to be very dirty clothes. It seemed that either these people came from mud or these clothes had not been washed for years. And another strange thing about it was that the person standing in the middle had both hands touching other people. It seemed that the other 2 were supporting the person in the middle, or it seemed that the person in the middle had drunk too much, and the other 2 people were dropping him home. But what about their clothes? Why are they so different? As soon as the 3 of them got on the bus, the old woman was in a state of shock. She was uncomfortable. She went to the conductor and told him that something is wrong. "I'm not feeling good about these 3. Something is wrong about these 3. Then the conductor, after listening to the old woman, said that, "I can also understand this very well, but there is a theater nearby at a distance of just a few minutes, and I feel that these 3 people have come from that theater. These people seem to be from drama." Then the old woman started feeling even more uncomfortable because the young boy had calmed down after listening to all these things of the conductor. But that old lady had become very alert that if these are from Rama, then why is this and the conductor coming and consoling us? They could also have told us this, and if the man in the middle is drunk too much, then why is his hair all over his face? All these questions were going on in that old lady's mind. Like a lot of confusion was going on, and again, the same silence prevailed in that bus which was there some time back, and these questions were going on in that old lady's mind again and again. The bus had just come on the same route on which they already had to travel, but they had taken a turn, so now had come on its default route, but it was very late in the night. There were no sounds in the bus. There was a pin drop silence. That means there was complete silence. The bus driver was feeling very sleepy. His eyes were closing, but slowly he regained consciousness. He saw that a black cat passed by his bus. His eyes were wide open. He immediately applied the brakes, and the old woman fell on the boy with a jerk. And the boy asked, "Are you okay?" And the old woman did not say anything with a frown, and she quietly sat on her seat. And guys, after some time, the old woman stood up again and started shouting that she was not able to find her purse. It had disappeared, and she said that the last time when the bus driver applied the brakes, at that time, the boy who was sitting in front of her stole her purse. Hearing all this, the boy was very shocked that, "No, there is nothing like that. I did not steal the purse at all. If you want, you can search for me." But that old woman was not listening to a single word of that boy. She said that, "I have not done anything like that. I am literally innocent." That old woman gave him a slap at that time, like he was very shocked that why is this happening with him. After seeing all this drama, the bus conductor and the bus driver said that maybe you should not do all this here. You should get down from the bus. There is a police station nearby. You can go there and solve it. And at that time, when all these things were happening, that old woman could also hear the laughter of the man whose hair was falling on his face. And at the same time, that old woman and that young boy got down from that bus. After getting down, that boy was very scared because he felt that now he is going to go directly to the police station. But there was no tension on that woman's face. She was very relaxed because it seemed on her face that a lot of tension has gone from her head. That boy then asked that woman that, "Why did you do all this?" "I have not stolen anything." Then that woman said that, "You do not need to shout so much. You should thank me. Tell me the truth. I have saved your life by doing all this." And without confusing the boy much, the woman told him a story. And then the old woman said one thing to the boy, that as soon as those 3 people boarded the bus, "I noticed one thing, that something is wrong with them, like there is some vibe change, something is negative with them. And when I was feeling all this, I was constantly keeping an eye on them. I was always keeping them in my corner of the eye, thinking that there is something here which I will get to know now." And then as soon as a gust of wind came, and the hair of the man in the middle flew in the air, then I saw that he had no face. He was a faceless ghost. And if there is no face, then it can be a paranormal entity. And when I looked at the feet of the 3 people, I saw one thing, that none of them had feet, and before we become their prey, I created this whole drama that it is better that we get out of here as soon as possible, and we should not become their prey. Becoming their prey means bringing death closer. After listening to all this, that boy became very emotional. He hugged that woman, and then that boy gave a suggestion to that woman that our lives are saved, but the lives of the bus conductor and the bus driver can be in danger. So let's do one thing. We should go and inform the police as soon as possible. Maybe their lives can be saved. And guys, you also know that whenever any such horror or mysterious thing happens, the police officers do not pay much attention to it. They are not able to focus so much on all this. Those people did not pay any attention. They went and told all these things to the police, and that is what happened. They did not get any focus at all. They did not get any attention at all, and after seeing all this, that old woman and that young boy left the place thinking that, well, those two lives might not have been saved, but our lives were saved. But guys, right now, you must be thinking that this horror stories have ended, right? No, the mystery, the horror has just started. Guys, this bus left on 14 November to go to its destination, but it never reached its destination. As soon as the police came to know about this, they remembered the same old woman and that young boy. Then the policemen went out on 15th November to search for this bus and to check the nearby CCTV cameras. Then the most shocking thing was found, that the CCTV footage of the station, or the place where the old woman and the young boy got down from the bus, was captured in the entire area. After that, the bus could not be captured in any CCTV camera. There was no visibility of the bus anywhere to know whether the bus existed or not. It is so strange, like literally mysterious. After searching for the whole day, the bus was not found. The next day, but they found out about that bus. And as soon as they found out about that bus, everyone ran there. While going, they came to know one thing, that this bus is not near Himalayan hills. This bus has been found drowned in a river 100 kilometers away from Himalayan hills. Everyone ran there. Everyone gathered there. The entire police force gathered together. That bus was taken out. And then, when the bus was taken out, everyone was shocked by what was found inside the bus. When I heard it myself, I also got goosebumps. At that time, 3 dead bodies were found in that bus. One of the bus driver, second of the bus conductor, and the third of a man who was sitting in between those 2 people. He was wearing old-fashioned clothes. And guys, you know what was the most shocking thing? It had been only 2 days since those people had died, but the bodies of these people had completely decomposed. They had rotted. They had rotted so much in just 2 days. That 2 inside the water. How is this possible? And guys, this bus was in this river from Fragrant Hill to 100 kilometers away without any stop. How did it come? What is its possibility? Then the police opened the petrol tank. There was not even a single drop of petrol in the petrol tank. But one thing was definitely there, and that was blood. And guys, till date no one has got the answer, even one of these questions in this world. That how can a 2-day-old dead body rot so much that it has been only 2 days? And that too, inside water. This dead body, and that too is decomposed completely. How is that possible? And a bus whose capacity is such that the petrol in it must have been filled only till the Himalayan hills. And that too is lying in a river some 100 kilometers away from the Himalayan hills. This bus, how is that possible? When the bus dropped that old woman and that young boy at one place, the CCTV footage is available till that place, and CCTV footage is not available from anywhere beyond that. Whereas CCTV is available at every place, on every road, and that was not seen. How is that possible? And guys, the biggest question is, who were those people nearby who stopped that bus? Drunken man was held captive. Was it a ghost or a spirit who killed that man and later also killed the bus conductor and the driver? Who is he? Till date, no one has got the answer to these questions. It is that mysterious. And guys, one thing that I found very creepy was that why did this bus driver choose the same route where those 3 people were going to meet him? Did he know this thing beforehand? Look, in my simple words, this thing has never been proved anywhere. This mystery has never been proved, that what actually happened that night. What is the connection of all these things with that old woman and that young boy? But one thing I believe is that the bus driver and the conductor had died long ago. But guys, still, what is the reality of this? I will not know till date. And guys, I believe that even today, that bus goes out every night. Even today, it must be making people its prey to go through Himalayan hills. Even today, that bus must be running on the same routes at midnight.